Once you're accepted, then you have to figure out how to afford college. Those of you with high school seniors at home have probably already started having conversations about how to pay for school. Today, I'm joined by Jennifer Finetti, the Director of Student Advocacy at Scholarship Owl, to talk about how families can handle college finances. Jennifer, thank you for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
So, the cost of college, we know it's going to be different for every student. It's based on a lot of factors. But once you get a financial aid offer from a school, are there ways to negotiate that?
There actually are, especially if you have applied to a private university or a university that's out of state for you. And the reason why is that these universities have a little bit more leeway in their financial aid and scholarship offers. So if you are somebody who has applied to a private or out of state school and you receive a financial aid offer and it's not really what you're looking for, you can actually reach out to the financial aid office and say, hey, I'm really interested. You're my first choice school, but it needs to be a little bit more affordable for me. Is there anything you can do? And are there any scholarships that I could qualify for in addition to what you may have offered already? By asking that question, you would be surprised at how many of those financial aid offices will say, you know what, let me check and get back to you. And all of a sudden, you'll find out that maybe you got another $3,000 scholarship, or maybe you were able to get some other perk that might tip the scales for you. So it's really worth asking.
I definitely wish I had known that when I was applying for college, so really good information there. I know this year there were some changes to FAFSA. How could that affect the aid that students receive?
Well, one thing that really makes the difference this year with the FAFSA is that they have really streamlined the application and brought it down from its original 103 questions down to just 36. So it makes it faster and easier for students to apply. Also, they say that now with the new FAFSA, another 1.5 million students will qualify for a full federal Pell Grant of $7,395, which is, incredible if that actually delivers on that promise. I'm hoping that it will. But one of the challenges is that the FAFSA did not open until December 31st. And the FAFSA is saying that now they're not going to be able to get information to the colleges from students' applications until March at the earliest. So what this may really do for students is actually delay their ability to see how much federal financial aid they actually receive, which makes it a little bit more difficult for those families. I tell students to really prioritize applying for scholarships regardless of where they are with their FAFSA. Because the more scholarships you can earn, of course, the less it's going to cost you and the less likely you'll need to rely on student loans to make up any gap.
Jennifer, in the last few seconds we have here, you just mentioned student loans. How should parents, students figure out the right amount of debt to take on?
To me, the right amount of debt is always going to be zero. But if you do have to take on student debt, try to avoid taking out anything beyond federal student loans. Avoid private student loans if at all possible.
All right, Jennifer, a lot of really helpful information today. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Bye bye.